Please, drop your restraints. Protect the life I loved. You have the strength. My scanners sensed it. Just let it go.
The ending of a precious life, man. Even though he was the enemy, he was the ops. He was like Pops, spitting metaphors and shit. Yet another fighter.
Yet another fighter you could have saved.
16. You loved life. You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
It is a secret we have known before Gohan could even form words in his mouth. Through fights with Reddits, Garlic Jr., the Ginyu Force, and even Frieza, we've caught glimpses of the child's explosive power. But like an explosion, it always vanished with the moment. It couldn't be controlled. Until now. At last, the beastly power has been harnessed. Gohan has awoken. Now Cell will battle a warrior 11 years in the making on the next Dragon Ball Z.
But that rage was unleashed, man. And that moment always gets me. I mean, I almost said kanarazu. Kanarazu in Japanese means for sure. Like, tears always roll, man, because it's just such an emotional moment. I think it's just the culmination of what that, that time period in my life. I was in high school and deal with a lot of shit in my life, man. Life, wasn't pretty, And not trying to tell a sob story, but, just it was what it was. And Dragon Ball was one of those animes that just resonated with me. And with, the trials, they were going through battles, on the I almost said the football field, on the battlegrounds, physically, mentally, of course, too, the stratagem and whatnot. But, I was going through trials and tribulations in my life that were more mental than anything. And, getting over those hurdles, just even, just being alive, was a celebration, was a cause to celebrate, to, keep forging forward and a reason to keep going on. And, just watching this show, man, motivated me. That's why it was such a great loss, losing Toriyama like we did almost a year ago, March 1st, man. I cried then too, because it meant a lot, man. This dude, by drawing cartoons and animating, pictures, he changed the lives of a lot of, people, especially a lot of, young men across the globe. France, Brazil, Korea, America, Canada. You go to these countries and you talk with these guys and you realize that, it's something that, that resonates with all of them, especially the guys in my generation and now the younger generation as well. It's still, you see Dragon Ball fans of all ages because it's an anime just encaptures, the imagination and, things, especially that boys love, rivals, fighting, challenging, growing, strength, power, you just, things that, you gravitate to. And just in this moment, Gohan had tried so hard this whole life to, to downplay fighting, to avoid it, to look the other way, to spare his opponents. But, it's funny, an android, someone who didn't even have a soul, wasn't even human, pushed him over the edge. And, Cell had sought to breathe that out of him, that fierceness, that power, latent power. And it's something, like they said, had never been captured before. And it was just always a moment that, you know, fleeting. And once the moment passed, you know, he went back to his normal self, but he used it to evolve, you know, to he turned into a savage, you know, on the battlefield. He tore himself. He was sadistic, it was kind of scary, to be honest with you. Something we hadn't seen. You know, he was on a power trip. His ego was out of control, but, you know, comes with the power boost and, you know, that Saiyan blood boiling within him, you know, was speaking to him, talking to him, making him act outside of himself and outside of his nature. But it just, you know, encapsulates the loss of innocence too. You know, he's no longer that boy. He crossed a threshold, and you know, this is the first time I think, you know, he would really kill like that. You know, before he was defeating people, and I mean, I think he might have caught a couple bodies on that and whatnot, but this was different, man. You know, it was just, you know, it was supposed to be the transfers of him to being the main character, but you know, I think the audience didn't resonate with that, so he went back to Goku in the Buu saga. But you know, Gohan really stepped up here. I mean, he was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know, having to defeat Cell, having to step up to the challenge, and man, it was the first time we see him step into that role, and his father put that hopes onto, you know, those hopes onto him as well. But I don't know, it's just that moment, like I mean, I cried too when I hear the original score, the Japanese score. But I mean, it's powerful in a different way. But this moment is just so powerful. It's just like when he screams and like they go on like a little soliloquy of that rage moment. It just it sparked something within me, man. Like I said, I think it's really tied to that moment when I was in my teens. You know, when I was teen, not teen Gohan, but you know, yeah, just forever etched into my being. Like it's just something that I can always go to and have a moment with, because it's just so powerful, man. But you know, what is that moment in Dragon Ball for you? What you know really gets to you? So I'm gonna go over each and every moment that touches me in different anime. Pause. But man, there's so many, because there's so many good animes. You know, there's Yu Hakusho, and just some classic moments are just brutal. You know, maybe I'll get to some funny ones, but you know, some pretty serious moments. But you know, that in each series that kind of make the series, and it just, you know, really encapsulate, you know, what those series are about. You know, Hunter x Hunter has some great ones, man. Just, you know, I love how they bounce back in between being serious and comedic, but you know, life, you know, is about the serious moments that, you know, we have to react to, because those things are coming, whether in sadness, tragedy, or just in maturity, growth, realizing that you're not a child anymore, realizing that you know, you are now, you know, the adult in a relationship, you know, or you've grown past the care of your parents, and you're now stepping out into the adult world. I mean, so many things can resonate with you and hit you, and yeah, cause you to, you know, step up. Hopefully you don't shrink away from the challenges, because they'll always be there. But anyways, we'll get up out of here on that note. But the truth of the matter is that you're not even watching though. But I hope you go and enjoy this moment yourself. Just great anime, and you know, just powerful. Anyways, as always, comment none. Hey man, deuces.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.